Welcome back to another Luanti mod review. Today we are looking at the Lootboxes mod, which adds loot boxes to dungeon loot. Now, loot boxes, it's kind of a scam when it's gambling, right? You have your AAA titled game and you spend $4.99 to buy a loot box, and you open your loot box and you get a skin. Wow, you just wasted money on a skin. Does absolutely nothing to improve your gameplay. Well, fortunately, these loot boxes are not like that. These loot boxes just randomly appear in chests in dungeons. It should be noted I put all of these in here. There was one that started in it, but I kind of needed more than one. So, as you're on your merry way exploring dungeons, every once in a while you'll stumble upon a chest. This dungeon actually only has this one chest in it. It was kind of a lame dungeon, but enough on that. Let's look at the chest. So it'll come up as a dusty loot box, but then when you go ahead and punch with the loot box, oh boy, what do we have here? Well, it's a puzzle. You have to solve puzzles to get your loot, and you know what? You have to have chat turned on, I guess, in order to see. So here we are moving the entire row. Okay, so I haven't actually successfully solved any of these puzzles, but I'm assuming you want it to be in numerical order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'd want 1 here, we would want 2 there, and we would want 3 here. But then we need 4 here, which I don't know exactly how you would make happen, because if we do this now, 1's in the bottom. Yeah. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. So we would need 5 here. We would need 6 there. So if we pulled 6 over to here and put it up there, we have 5 and 6. So now we have 4, 5, and 6. But 2 needs to be down here. But 5 needs to be here. And this should be 7, 8, 9. So we have 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know how. What? Huh? There's got to be some strategy to this of some sort. How would you? I don't get it. What? Do normal loot boxes make you solve a puzzle? I don't think so. I think they just take your money. So, I mean, this is better than that because you're not forking over your hard-earned cash. But, yeah. So if we do this, then we can get 1 back in place. And we have 4, 5, 6. So then we can get this. So I needed 3 to be on top. So if we put 3 here, right? Then we can do 6 up top. Pull 3 in. Then we can go, whoops. Do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, these are not in the correct order. But now they are. Bada boom, bada bing. The loot box unlocks, and I get a bunch of dirt and some apples and torches. This was a trash loot box. So, yeah, this is... Oh, shift click doesn't work. That's kind of annoying. Oh, well. Yeah, so I got myself 15 torches, 34 dirt, and 2 apples out of the trash loot box. Now, can I place this in world? No, I cannot. I can reopen it. I can't put things into the trash loot box. So, there's kind of nothing left to do with it. I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't delete itself. But okay, that's not... Oh, actually, you know what? That is a huge issue because I guess I just have to throw it into the world and pollute. Okay, well, let's go grab some of these other loot boxes and see what kind of loot boxes we have. I actually have a full list of all the loot boxes in the loot box book, which we will get to in a minute, but first let's see what kind of loot boxes we get. So we have, oh, right here. We have an axes loot box, so that'll give you some kind of an axe. We have an uncommon loot box. Not really sure what that one gives you. Another trash loot box. Wow, why are all the puzzles being the same? A common loot box. Wonder if this would be really bizarre. A common loot box. And an uncommon loot box. Okay, well this is very interesting. So let me try this. So give me some more loot boxes. All right, so I have some more loot boxes here. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these up into the crafting grid because I don't really need them on my hotbar here. I want to test a theory out. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, does it just depend on which direction you're looking? But it doesn't. For some reason, I'm just getting, there's a third puzzle that exists and it's not giving it to me. Oh, hey, that was wild. So if I move what slot it's in, it closes the loot box. Interesting. Well, I'm trying to get to the last puzzle because there's one more puzzle type. And I'm not sure why I haven't seen a single one of those yet. Ah, here we go. The image puzzle. So this one works the same as the number one does. It's just you're fixing a puzzle or an image instead of wait, is that the bottom? Yeah, and then this is the top of it. There we go. And then the side of it is there. And now my corners aren't lined up right. Access is denied because I don't have the right thing. Oh, wow. That one's 3/4 of the way done for you. Just gotta, you know, figure out what this piece is. Honestly, I don't know what this piece is. This one's rotated the wrong way. Oh no, wait, that must be this side? I don't know. Wait, what is this? Supposed to be like a tree or something? Now, it is worth noting. Let me get to one that might be a little easier with numbers. Or we can use this one too. So you'll see what I have built here. What I have solved, whatever you want to call it. I can close it. I can go do something. I can come back to my loot box later. And it does save your progress on it. So if you are on a particularly difficult puzzle, these ones I had the worst of luck with. So the blank square is the square that you're moving, and you can move it in your 4 directions, and it switches with the tile to the place you move it. So I can move this down, and I'll move the one up. So if I want to get the one here, I need to go in a circle around. And these are, you know, that classic brain game where you have one empty tile and a grid of 9 squares, and you have to move your tiles around to solve the puzzle. I don't know, maybe you never played those as a kid. I did. I wasn't particularly fond of them because they were too much work. So like I have the 3 here, but now to get the 3 up there, I need to move the 2 out so I can move the 3 up. But then I don't want to move the 2 here because, you know, I'm making the 1 harder to get to where I need the 1 to be. Yeah, I don't know how you solve these ones. These ones are particularly challenging. Like it just, I don't know, but it saves your progress. So we have 2, 3, 7, 8, 4, 1, 5, 6. 2, 3, 7, 8, 4, 1, 5, 6. And I can run down over here. It doesn't matter. 2, 3, 7, 8, 4, 1, 5, 6. Saves your progress on it. So you can solve whatever, come back to it at a later date, and finish solving it. The loot box book. Oh, actually, there is a craft recipe for this. Should you be desirous of crafting one of these? It's just a chest, a book, and a mies crystal. Pretty simple. And all this does really is gives you the list of different loot boxes that exist, and then it'll tell you what they drop. The question mark is the puzzles. These ones don't do anything, so I don't really understand quite why they get a listing. But you have the 3x3 image and the 3x3 with the numbers, and then the one square that you move. And the different loot boxes you can get, so there's the trash one, and these will be the different, I don't want to say drops because they're not technically drops, but different items that'll be in your loot boxes. So there's a pretty much 50% chance here that you're going to get between 3 and 10 pieces of dirt. Wood planks, 3 through 5. Actually, I think that's how many stacks, and then the stacks have a random count as well, because I had 25 dirt. But anyway, so you can see you get dirt, wood, torches, bread, and apples. If we look at the rare one, gives you stone up to 25, torches up to 64, up to 22 bread, up to 33 coal lumps, tin lumps, iron lumps, gold lumps, copper lumps. Okay, yeah, that's all of that. The common, that might be what I had. You just get some items, and then there's specific ones. So like there's a sword one. Most likely you're going to get a wooden sword, but you could get a stone, a bronze, a steel, a meese, or even a diamond. Pretty slim chances of picking up a diamond sword out of a puzzle, but it could happen. Could happen. And then the same with the picks and the shovels and axes. Same thing on all those. You'll get your different types of tools as drops. Or loot, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, you'll just find them randomly in chests in dungeons. So of course, you know, it does have to be someplace that has dungeons. If you don't have dungeons in your world, you know, this mod's really not going to do you anything because there's no dungeon loot, and therefore there's no place for the loot boxes to appear. That is going to wrap this video up. Thanks for watching. If you are interested in adding this mod to your worlds, you can swing into the content database tab. Is that actually what it's called in-game? I don't even know. But you can just go to the in-game content browser. That's what I normally call it. And just search for loot boxes, and you can find it there. Or if you would prefer, you can head over to my website, and I have all the links there. That'll be linked down in the video description below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.